Three, two, one.
Here we go!
Ahoy, friends. It's me, Dave Landau. After a long night on stage, I like to kick back with a captain's hat and a fine cigar and watch the Dennis and Andy show. These guys are huge nerds, but they're the kind that you actually want to hang out with. Enjoy them. I do.
Well, hello, everybody. It is me, Andy Smith, part of the Dennis and Andy show, and I know you're asking, where's Dennis? If this is a Top Gun review, we need Dennis. Oh, Maverick's in the house right here. And when I say Maverick, I don't mean Tom Cruise. I mean Dennis Maverick Turner. At least that's what his wife calls him. Whoa, look at that. He's ready to fly a plane, ride a motorcycle because he needs speed. I feel the need for speed.
That's right. And there's two N's in Dennis. Oh, yeah.
Don't know why that's important, but okay.
I think you do. And anybody watching this will understand that reference. So Andy and I got to go see Top Gun Maverick. Man, could we not wait to talk about this movie.
Holy crap.
It is so good and the things are so fast. My wife, we went out to eat. She was driving at like 150 miles an hour. She's like she was flying an F-18.
It's the first time she's ever driven that fast anywhere.
Oh, no. She's a lead foot, that one.
I know. But yes, we went and saw it. Oh, my God, did it bring back the memories to the first one? We're going to talk about it. We're not going to spoil anything, so you can go see it fresh-eyed like we did. I actually had a question from a friend of mine on Facebook, and they said, do you need to see the first one? And I said, no, you do not. It would be nice. But they do such a good job with the member berries. I've never heard of that till Dennis. Must be a Wisconsin thing.
It's a South Park thing.
Oh, South Park. There you go. So you don't need to go see the first one. They do such a good job of reintroducing everybody. Well, I mean, everybody's pretty much Tom Cruise. Val Kilmer's in it. That's no spoiler. You can find that online.
Yes. By the way, this is a spoiler-free review because we will probably, I'm sure, on one of our shows, after it's out a little bit, we will dig into it. But we're not going to spoil anything. But you do need to know what we think of this movie.
This is where I like to compare Dennis to my wife. If we were to roll back the tape, you would have heard I said this is a spoiler-free review. And just like my wife, it goes in one ear and out the other when it comes to Dennis listening to me.
And if you realize that Andy is talking, because he's so old, he talks about this being tape when they haven't used tape in decades.
That's true. Anyhow, by the way, if we haven't said it yet, this is a spoiler-free review. 3 times is the charm. If you never saw the first movie, you won't get it when the movie opens. And I don't consider this a spoiler. The movie opens with the title and credits the exact same way the first movie did. I thought that was fantastic because this movie was supposed to come out in 2000. So it would have been 34 years old. Now it's 36 years later from the original. If you never saw the original, you'll just be like, oh, that's cool. Nice way to open a movie. If you saw the original, like Dennis and I, when they did it, you were like, oh, yeah, buckle in. This is going to be a sweet ride.
It is indeed. Matter of fact, they do such a good job at the beginning. It's the new planes. You can see they literally just took you back in time. And, you know, we watched the original Top Gun a couple of days ago, right before we had gone to see it in high definition, so we could just get the feel for it. I am very glad we did because there were so many little nuances, but they're not required. But boy, did it really tie everything together.
It did. So obviously Tom Cruise is back as Maverick. He is still, once again, we'll talk about stuff that was shown in the trailer. So if you're like, hey, that's a spoiler, not if you saw the trailer. So Maverick is back. He is still a captain, and he's still a captain because he just wants to keep flying. He's a test pilot now, kind of like Hal Jordan.
And he's a test pilot, and we did an entire show on this about the new supersonic. It's screwed up. It's called the SR-72, and they call it the darkstar in here, but we got it confirmed. That is the plane, so I'll leave a link to our previous discussion on this, because the SR-72 is the new super Mach. In here, they're calling it a Mach 10 plane, and which is the replacement for, there's your SR-71, which is our 1960s version of our fastest plane, which was at that time a Mach 3.3 plane, fastest one in existence. And so we were dead right on it. It really was. Skunkworks put it out. This is the one that fooled the Chinese military so that they devoted a satellite to it. And it was fabulous. They did a great job with this entire opening sequence.
Yep. So basically, the plot of the movie is Tom Cruise is called back from being a test pilot to train these new Top Gun school best pilots in the country. There's 12 of them. He has to narrow it down to 6 for this ever important top secret mission, which we're not going to get into because it's not revealed in the trailer. And once again, number 4, no spoilers. You do know that Goose, played by Anthony Edwards in the first movie, his son is in this movie. They did such a great job with the hairstyle, the little mustache like Goose used to have. His son had Miles Teller plays him. He did a really good job.
Spitting image.
Honestly, he could be Anthony Edwards' son. There were moments where they touched back on Goose and stuff where you're just kind of like, oh God, what's with the allergies in this theater? Choking you up. Dennis was sitting next to me, and I think he mistook me for Susie because he used my shirt to wipe his tears. And I was like, yo, your wife is that way.
He got salty stains everywhere. This movie had heart.
It did. It had heart. It had action. It was nonstop. They did a great job editing. I would actually love to see an extended cut of this movie just to see what they left on the cutting room floor.
Exactly. And I bet at some point we will get that. I always like to talk about, the 3 parts of writing when you're dealing with a movie or a comic. And, the opening, the buildup was fantastic. The meat and potatoes, how they start tying everything together, was fantastic. And then the finale was fantastic with even better twists. It was a complete package movie from beginning to end. Yeah,
it really was. I'm trying to think what else we can talk. John Hamm's in it. John Hamm plays, and this isn't like a spoiler or anything. No, John Hamm plays. What's that?
That's not a spoiler. He's just the current admiral of
right. He's the current admiral. He kind of has a chip on his shoulder against Maverick because it's almost like he wishes he was Maverick. Because honestly, at this stage of Tom Cruise's career in the movie, his character's career, he should be where John Hamm is.
He should. And they talk about that throughout the movie. And again, give you the information and the background so that you understand the who, what, where, when, why, and how things progress. They answer everything. They do such a good job with it. Val Kilmer, Iceman, is the Pacific Fleet Admiral, so he's in charge of everything. That is seriously one of the most touching moments. And if you didn't at least get goosebumps in this, you're a robot.
Oh, yeah. Totally. The flight stuff they did with the simulations and whatnot, you felt like you were in the cockpit. Honestly, with the first Top Gun 36 years ago, it was fantastic what they were able to do. And this one just took it to another level. So if you're into that, I'm totally into planes. I know Dennis is into planes. It's like for us, it's almost like Ford versus Ferrari watching the cars race. Now, what type of plane is that? That's awesome.
So there is your F-14. This is what he flew in the first one. And we all know that so this was the original one from Top Gun. They made a great comment about the wings in this movie. I thought it was just absolutely fantastic. So this is what Maverick and Goose flew in the original Top Gun back in '86. Yeah, it was great. Now, the one thing that would help watching the original Top Gun, and this is where it's not a spoiler, but it'll fill something in. In the original Top Gun, Maverick got his chops busted and he got knocked down in rank because he kept doing stuff. And he had a fling with an admiral's daughter named Penny Benjamin. You never get to see her in the original movie, no nothing. But she's mentioned multiple times and it's fantastic. Jennifer Connelly makes his love appearance as the Penny Benjamin. And what an absolutely fantastic way to tie in a new love interest that really is the old one. And, obviously, Charlie did not make it back as his love interest in this one, Kelly McGillis. But I think Jennifer did a great job of stepping in. They did enough of the love interest stuff to make it fit, to make it work. They could have removed it and the movie still would have functioned very well. But honestly, It does add a bit of that background and that necessary stuff, and it fleshed it out.
Well, you need something more for Maverick than just being a flight teacher. You need that personal side of his story as well, and that's what it was. And they did do a really nice job with it.
Because his past is treacherous, not only in the air, but also in his personal life. And you would want to know why, what happened in this. They thought everything out through this. They just did a great job.
I agree. And in fact, I agree so much. We're going to CGC rate it and let you guys go because we're trying to do more of these short little 12-minute videos for you guys to digest during a break or something like that. CGC, Dennis.
I am giving this a 9.6. This is almost a perfect movie. They had comic relief. Lewis Pullman, who plays Bob, you're going to fall up loving it. That's Bill Pullman's son. You're going to love his character.
Oh, is that Bill Pullman's son?
Yes.
Oh, my God. Bill Pullman was so good.
Yes. You're going to love every character in here. You're going to dislike the ones you're supposed to dislike. You're going to love the ones you're supposed to love. Casting was perfect. The flight scenes, because very little of this was CG. They did CG in the Su-57s, the Russian ones, because obviously, just like in the first movie, we can't get them. So, they did a little of that. But almost all the stuff in the F-18 Hornet, Super Hornets, that's all done from cockpit. They're sitting in there. They did so much training. This movie is become my second favorite movie of all time, with an asterisk, because I've only seen it once. I do need to go see it again in an IMAX, and this is an IMAX absolutely must movie. So we will see if my opinion changes. But after the first one, we were all standing there going, I could go right back in and watch it again.
Definitely.
So 9.6.
Yeah. I agree with that. I think it. I was going to go 9.5. I'm still going to go 9.5. Which is
9.5 is not a real rating, Andy.
It's not.
It goes 9.4 to 9.6.
All right. I guess I'm going 9.6 if I've got to go.
There you go.
I thought 9.5 was it's not.
Nope.
Is it just
nope? 9.4 is near mint minus. Then it goes to 9.6.
So it goes 2, 4, 6, 8.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And then there's a 9.9 and a 10.
Right. Learn something new every day. So I'm giving it a 9.6 as well. I'm looking for. Oh, is that a Mustang?
It is. I'm just teasing this for the movie.
Do you have a Corsair? You know, just think if you held that by the base, you could actually see the whole plane instead of your sausage fingers. There you go. Is that a Corsair? Yeah, baby.
Black
Have that
Sheep
set out for the
Squadron
next time.
F4U.
You should. That would be a great friendship gift.
And then for those of you, you're wondering, why am I showing you an F4?
I just don't know why you don't hold these by the base. Nobody wants to see your fingers on the plane.
They do. They do.
There you go. Now I feel like it's actually flying across the
Ah,
screen.
missiles locked.
Oh,
No, this is what Duke Mitchell's dad flew in the first one. They flew F4s.
Oh. Well, there you go, guys. We'll be back Wednesday. And this Wednesday, we have the creator of Fiendish, Irene. And oh my God, I would so mess up her last name. It's not even funny. Dennis, I let you borrow the book. Do you have it over there?
No, it's downstairs. I finished it.
Okay. Well, we're going to talk to the creator of Fiendish, Irene. And I'm sorry, but I would totally botch her last name.
But we'll get it on Wednesday.
But yep, we'll get it on Wednesday, and we'll talk to you guys later. And we'll leave you with this.
Leave your comments below.
That's right. Like, subscribe, and share. Bye, everybody.